This is Midweek Politics with Dave Pakman.
Welcome back to Midweek Politics. I'm David Pakman. We mentioned this earlier, Lewis. If you're watching on TV or on YouTube, Lewis dressed totally differently today than what we're normally used to seeing him in, between beer shirts and what else we've seen him wear. He actually had a makeover the other day at Jackson and Connor in Northampton, Massachusetts. I'll just play some of these clips. You think you're going to stick with this, Lewis?
I'll give it my best.
Okay. I mean, I think it's an improvement.
No promises.
Okay, so Lewis went in. We'll just go through these one at a time. Let's take a listen to Lewis starting to figure out what it is he might want to wear. I think he's going to come up here soon.
Producer Lewis here. I'm with Candace at Jackson and Connor, and I've been told I'm in desperate need of a makeover. So she is going to dress me up and make me look all spiffy and professional, and, hopefully it goes well.
The first option that I wanted to show you, instead of the very baggy carpenter cut jeans that are a bit youthful, is going to be something along the lines of a basic plaid 5-pocket pant. Let's go for a little bit looser, but not as baggy as yours.
See, I like these. These are nicer than those other pants that kind of look like pajamas to me. These are pretty nice. I don't actually own any pants like these, but sometimes I'll borrow some from my dad.
Is that true? I mean, were you just saying that, or you actually borrow, when you need dress pants, you borrow them from your dad?
I used to.
You used to borrow them from your dad, but now do you own any now?
I do.
Okay. All right, so then we go on, and let's continue here.
You could definitely wear something like this.
Okay, this is pretty good. It's a pretty big pocket there. Is that a pocket? What is a houndstooth exactly? I'm getting some good, fashion terminology under my belt here, which hopefully I can impress women with at some point in the future.
By the way, the pocket Lewis was referring to was actually the cuff of the shirt. Lewis wasn't able to figure it out. Then Lewis's pants were actually hanging way too low with this old belt. I don't know, Lewis. I think it was a good idea to get you in there. Let's continue.
This is the only belt I wear, actually. I've actually been wearing this since middle school.
You are guilty of what most men do, which is buy pants too big and then use their belt in order to keep them up. Belts should be used for fashion, not function. Your pants should stay up on their own without your belt. What colors do you tend to wear?
Usually black.
Are you afraid of color, or are you a little more daring?
I'm open-minded.
Okay.
So this little interior with all the weird colors, that would just be my little secret. I kind of like purple though.
Okay.
Do you have a purple one? Purple's the color of royalty. It's pretty flashy. Could I get away with this?
Okay, so then Lewis goes on to try on jeans, and it turns out Lewis thinks he's a 34 waist, which ends up just not even being close.
Okay, so we're going to try on a couple outfits. I'm going to pull some pants for you. What size pant do you typically wear?
I think a 34 usually.
Okay, we definitely have that. So let me have you head on into the dressing room, and I'll grab some stuff for you to put on. Hey, Lewis, how's that stuff fitting? Is it working out all right? Okay, you're obviously not a 34. Those are a bit big. If someone can join you in your pants, they're not the right size. So let's measure you and see what size you actually are. You're actually more like a 30-31 than you are a 34.
That's it?
And that's because you've probably been wearing your pants not at your waist and around your hips instead.
I mean, that's a good point. You do let the pants hang lower, and then that means you need a bigger size.
I guess so.
Okay, so then we actually get Lewis the right size.
So these jeans, are really, really tight and might actually, inhibit my ability to have children.
They may feel tight. I think it's because you're used to wearing the extra loose pants. I can still fit my hands in your waist, so they're not actually as tight as you may think that they are. I think it's just going to take some getting used to. But now that we have the right waist size, let's have you try on a few more outfits.
Okay.
Wow, so now Lewis goes and starts trying on outfits. The pants didn't actually seem like they were that tight. I think you're just not used to wearing the right size.
I don't know. Very tight around the legs.
Right.
I think my feet started to go numb a little bit.
And now, I mean, these outfits, Lewis, actually look reasonable. I think that this is a good idea. I mean, this is better. Look at these outfits. These are much better than the. Our radio audience has to check this out. It's on YouTube. The whole makeover clip. YouTube.com/Midweek Politics. He's trying on a bunch of stuff.
Okay, so Lewis, what you want to think about when you're getting dressed for work, if you want to look a little bit older, a little more sophisticated, is the idea of wearing collared shirts instead of graphic tees, or if you are going to wear a t-shirt, putting it over, putting over it a blazer or sport coat or something like that. You also want to keep in mind that wear pants that fit, that are going to stay up around your waist even without a belt, and length that's appropriate as well.
Thank you. Thanks for the help. You know, I've learned a few things about fashion today. You know, I've learned that you don't necessarily have to sacrifice being comfortable to be fashionable.
Okay. I definitely check this out online because it's absolutely hilarious. Midweek Politics is brought to you in part by Jackson & Connor, classically modern men's apparel in Northampton, Massachusetts on the second floor of Thorne's Marketplace, and by DIF Design, specializing in custom business websites at difdesign.com. To find out more about underwriting Midweek Politics, visit midweekpolitics.com.